Hey to the
Hey.
people. Hey there, Dream.
Hey, we're both wearing green.
It's getting weird. That's what's up. It wasn't planned,
No,
but we're green because we're gonna give it to you. Hey, everybody in the room, what's going on? How you doing? All right, Dream. Give me what's going on? What's the tea? I'm waiting on this good recap to upload to my computer. And while it does that, I'd like to know what's going on with you. So fill me in. What's going on?
nothing much. Honestly, I'm just getting ready. I just got done packing for the weekend.
Oh my goodness.
I'm excited.
Oh my goodness. The retreat is going down tonight, in the words of Kaya. Ooh, it's going down this weekend. It's going to be big fun in an undisclosed location because y'all are crazy. And I said it.
Right.
An
And
undisclosed
to
location.
piggyback off of Cortez yesterday, follow us on our social media to keep up with us this weekend because doing some we will be posting some videos of us on our social media. So if you want to get some behind the scenes tea, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at 13 Dreamer.
Yes. So it'll be so much going on. This weekend is going to be a ball of mess, a ball of fun. And mess in a good way, not in no bad way, child, but
Right.
a ball of mess. And it is the Lean Retreat. I don't know what the official name for it is. What's the official name? Is it just retreat or what?
Honestly, I have no idea. We can call it the Lean Retreat for now. We need to come up with a name.
Yes. The last name I came up with was Lean Con.
I think
Lean
that's
Con across the
cute.
street.
A lean con.
The Lean Con. That was when we were going to be across the street from BravoCon. So we had Lean Con week. It still
We
has
need to
not
do
come up.
one. We need to do one.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Give me 1 second. Let me see what the people are saying. If not, we're gonna go ahead and just wing this thing. What is I don't know what you're talking about, Sean. Tax right. Okay, Sean. Hey there, Cortez. All right, so this episode of Married to Medicine aired, and we officially have, I think, only 3 more episodes of Married to Medicine left, believe that or not. How are you feeling so far this season? Rate this season for me.
Out of 1 through 10, I rate this season. Honestly, this season wasn't that good to me. It was very lackluster. Not saying that there necessarily has to be drama for it to be entertaining. It just wasn't entertaining for my. Out of the past seasons, this one wasn't it. So I ranked this one like a 6, and that's being nice.
Well, speaking of which, I find it interesting that there was so much hype around it, and we're just gonna call it like your TI is. Dr. Heavenly was doing a big hype train for the season, and the season definitely did start off hot. Don't get me wrong. The first, 5 to 6 episodes were amazing, and everything nosedived immediately after they put Quad out of that trip. The show took a nosedive for the worst, in my opinion. I think there are some bright spots this season, like Dr. Alicia has actually pulled a little weight the second end of this the at the end of this season. She's pulling weight as we're gonna get into this episode. And then yeah, I guess that's about it. Dr. Alicia for me has been the high point. I would say it's mid dog. I'm gonna give it about a 5 out of 10. And that just speaks to, and I don't know, people say I just love Mariah. I don't know if she is, I think, how can I put it? The quality has taken a hit for the worse since season 7. Season 8 was the COVID season, of course. Season 9, which did not get good until like the last 2 episodes, and then it was like it's off the air, and now we're at the reunion. And now this season, which starts off hot and fills us out as it is. So I don't know. What do you think that we could do to not only fix my computer but fix this show? I don't know what's going on right now.
To
To fix
fix
this
the
show.
show, I do feel like Bravo's been doing this whole recasting things. I don't think that they need to completely recast, but I do feel like they need to switch some things around. Maybe put someone on a pause for a season and bring some people back. Maybe so. I would like to. I'm not a Mariah stan,
Mm-hmm.
but I do feel like Mariah is necessary for this show. Like she was a needed component, whether people want to admit it or not.
They
So I
don't.
feel like maybe if they put a pause on Jackie and brought Mariah back, it might be a little bit up tempo. We might get a little bit of I don't know, the quality, the this trip was okay, but the luxuriousness that we need.
Yeah. I you guys, I'm doing my best. Can you still see me or no?
No.
No? Okay. Give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to ping me my daggone notes, but we're gonna wing it. I think I have a gist of what happened, which was absolutely nothing. So with that being said, oh, did I say that loud? Ooh. Well, that being said, we start the trip off with, well, before we get into that, I want to say I do agree. I think it is necessary that she be there. I, for whatever the reason, don't think it's going to happen. And I think that when everybody admits that, certain players are necessary for the greater good of the show will be able to continue because when it's a truly an ensemble show, some people may only have 3 or 4 good episodes in them and they depend on the next person to carry this half and the next person to carry that part. Or some seasons everybody's clocked in and everybody's carrying it. Some seasons nobody's clocked in and only one person can carry it. And I think that what we're seeing is we're left with a lot of the utility players on this particular show, and we're left with no stars. Um,
I have a question.
uh,
So for this season though, who do you think is carrying the season?
Nobody.
Nobody?
Nobody's doing it for me. Like I'm not getting it. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
It's not giving. At one point I would have said it was a tie between Quad and Sweet Tea. I thought that they were doing an amazing job at the beginning of the season. Sweet Tea got married and got fibroids out of the blue, and then just is that disrespectful to women? Because if so, I don't mean to be.
I don't think so because
Okay.
the way that she expressed and no, I don't think that you're wrong what you're saying. No.
Okay, I just be wanting to make sure because I don't want to step on you. I can be offensive and be loud and bold and all that stuff, but it is in all in good fun, and I don't seriously mean to offend
Right.
anyone. So I just want to make sure that while I was talking about, see, I almost said something that I know was going to be bad. While I was almost talking about Sweet Tea, that I did not cross Sweet Tea in the line. With that being
Right.
said, who do you think?
Toya.
Toya Bush Harris?
Yeah, she's doing the work for me. It's either Toya or Dr. Heavenly on live.
But see, that's the thing though. She actually almost kind of does this show a disservice.
Which one? Heavenly
Yes.
for the lives.
Yeah. Because the
Mm.
lives never match up to the content that we get, or she's telling us compelling stories about scenes that we don't get, or she just flat out not being real. And when I say flat out not being real, I'm referring to her flat out not being real about Dr. Jackie and a lot of the situations that we've seen on this show. And I think that when we have her doing that, and then you come onto this platform, and then everybody wants to regurgitate what Dr. Heavenly says, I'm not seeing a correlation between what she's saying and what I'm actually getting on the show. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got you. She's hyping it up for sure.
Well, I mean,
Well, from
somebody's got to because Bravo don't want to spend the money on it. Catch.
true, but I don't know because well, yeah, everyone blames production, right, and like editing. So I don't know.
I don't really know who's to blame. I think everyone's to blame. I will say that the brass of Bravo, they are definitely to blame in regards to Phaedra because they're letting Phaedra just cash a free check. I never in a million years would cut 3 girls, 3.5 girls, and then have Phaedra do nothing. We cut 3.5 girls. Anila, you cut Anila, you cut, well, she says she walked away, but nobody believes her. You cut Anila, you cut Contessa, you cut Audra, and then you couldn't pay Quad all of what she wanted, so we only got half a Quad. And it did not add up. To me, I don't think she was worth the salary. Do you think, what we're going to get into, we're going to talk about Phaedra in a little bit. So Sweet Tea wins the golf tournament. Thank y'all for being so patient. And Eugene, Curtis, and Dr. G win the cooking competition. We're gonna move right the hell along because that's not important. Heavenly says that she can do everything better than Toya during the golfing competition. And I want to know, is the Heavenly unwarranted, late, dry, stale, old, nasty read of Toya just like delayed? Like, is this what we're saying when we say some things need to be shaken up? Like, how many ways can you read Toya before the book is finished? I'm serious. I can't. What do you think?
Yeah, she definitely that was left. She went in on Toya, but I thought it was funny. Like with, I thought it was funny. I like a laugh.
I mean, I like a laugh too, but it's like, oh,
She can't be
okay.
serious. 'Cause I don't think she's better than Toya at everything. No, she that like in reality, no. But it was funny.
Okay, all right. I don't know. Maybe I'm just sick of heavily. It's just been years. Like, oh, she's been on Toya's ass since season 2. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just over it. We'll see. Now, one thing that did make me laugh is when everybody got back to the house and the ladies asked the man, "What are they cooking?" Daddy was like, "With a Beaujolais sauce." That made me all because there's no such thing as a Beaujolais sauce. He just made it up. It
Yes,
was
I
funny.
know.
It was cute. I liked it.
Yeah.
Sean, forget Phaedra was on the trip. Baby, Baby Phaedra said she just here so she won't get fired. And if you're gonna take her to Hilton Head, put her up in the house for a weekend, give her something good to eat, and she can sit back and do nothing to earn a check, why not? Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. I know that's right, Phaedra.
Ugly.
And her Beaujolais sauce. Eugene wants to know if Sweet Tea got an apology from Jackie for her calling her a little girl every which way but loose the night prior. And T says that she kind of got an apology. Toy says, "You did not kind of get an apology. She did not apologize to you because she said apologies are for you." And I'm just like, Sweet Tea girl, if Sammy was up here, we'd call you dumb. But I'm not saying this, I'm not going to do it. What did you think about that? Is she delusional? Did I miss the apology? Drink.
I don't think Jackie. Well, number one, Jackie didn't apologize at all. Sweet Tea definitely apologized, in which I said last week or the week prior that I don't think that she should have apologized because
Absolutely
when
not.
you, in my opinion, if someone's done something to you and you responded and you apologize first, the ball's in their court now. Like now it's like they have the power because they know you're weak. And that's kind of what Jackie showed in this scenario. Jackie was the one who mistreated Sweet Tea first. All Sweet Tea did was say F you, and suddenly Jackie's a victim. Like, no, come on, we got to stick with it. So I understand. I don't understand her apologizing at all. But I do like the fact that Eugene brought it up to Sweet Tea. That kind of showed her some support because I definitely feel like her husband didn't even acknowledge that she got little girl. Like Eugene even pointed out, like, how did it feel for you to be called baby girl? Like
Was he
Dr.
in
G
her
didn't give
corner?
that.
Was he in her corner or was he being messy?
I think both.
Two
I
things
think
could be
both.
true.
Mm-hmm.
We love to say that on this platform. Two things can be true. He definitely was being messy, getting it going, but it was
Mm-hmm.
a conversation worth having because I don't think that she registered like how nasty it was, or maybe she did. I don't know. You just never know. She has such a poker face that you never know what she's truly thinking. And
I
if
think
I
she
was
was
to be able to
guilted.
map out, I'm sorry,
I think she was guilted by her husband to apologize.
yeah, because she didn't want to do it. But if I was able to really like telegraph and map out everything that Sweet Tea's thinking, I would be concerned for myself. No tea, no shade, honey. It's no tea, no shade. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Chill. Who was that? Hey, Elvision. Hey, Antonio. We here talking about the girls and how they getting on our nerves and how it's the same old, and how we not really impressed with the people, but we finna go ahead and read them like they should be doing it to each other on this show, and they have not been doing it. But that's all right because Alina's here to do their jobs for them. With that being said, make sure that you guys like and subscribe to this video. We got the Lean Retreat coming up this week. And so you guys will be getting exclusive information on everything going on behind the scenes. And hopefully, it won't be too salacious. Hopefully, it'll be PG content. What do you think, Dream?
We'll try.
They're gonna do their best. With a nice little Beaujolais sauce. Okay. Um, Dr. G knows that it will work out between the ladies, but no one else believes it. On the way to the yacht, Phaedra brings up Kema not going down on Dr. Alicia, and Heavenly says that that will be a problem for her marriage, and Daddy doesn't look like it will be a problem for his marriage at all. Every time she brings up sex around him, he looks like, "Girl, we not doing it."
Yeah,
Do you
he's
think it's hot and
reserved.
heavy?
Huh?
Do you think it's hot and heavy in that bedroom?
I honestly do feel like they be doing some things because Dr. Eugene, or excuse me, oh shoot,
Uh oh.
Dr. Daddy, he's reserved, and usually the quiet ones are kind of freaky. So
Oh, he freaky, but is he freaky with her?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Okay.
Let me be nice today. I think so.
Okay. Don't be nice. Just tell the truth. Where is the retreat located? Sean, I told you already we was not giving up the
You
location
can't
of the
pop up,
retreat.
Sean.
I literally just said, we're not giving it up, boo. You won't be getting that. Unless you, excuse me, unless you pay for it. Look at God get me together because I was going to sell y'all that for a super
Follow us,
chat.
Sean.
I definitely was going to sell it out for a super chat. But you ain't paid no money up for this. But thank you for your loyal viewership. We do appreciate that. With that being said, Alicia speaks with Jackie, who says she couldn't have been paid enough to respond to Sweet Tea. She does apologize in her confessional, though, in her interview look, and that's for not smacking Sweet Tea in her mouth like her mother should have. Uh, in the meantime, she does recognize that she did call her baby girl, and that could be offensive since Sweet Tea's husband is so much older. Ooh, that Jackie, is that Shade Dream? Mm.
Absolutely shade. Jackie, Jackie, Jackie. I'm not gonna lie. When she did say that slap, like slap you like your mama should have slapped you comment, even though it came from Dr. Jackie, I did laugh because I just thought it was kind of funny. I know she's not gonna do anything like that, of course, because imagine Sweet Tea versus Dr. Jackie. That wouldn't be pretty. So
Did you see the way that she hit that golf ball? Like,
that was some force, okay?
geez.
Some power in there. But I thought that was funny, but it kind of just proved that, well, to me, I just feel like it took a good Sweet Tea to bring Dr. Jackie into her true colors and showing it on screen, because I feel like these are the things that Dr. Jackie would laugh and like whisper to Dr. Heavenly, and Heavenly would say something like this, but it came out of Jackie's mouth. So hey, I'm here for it. Say what you need to say, Jackie, because we want to hear it from you. We don't want to hear it from Dr. Heavenly. So
So what you're saying is like back in the day when like Mariah would say things like, your slip is showing, Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie would lean over to Dr. Heavenly and say, I beat the whole ass. I don't know what you're
Heavenly would
talking
say it
about,
for
my
her because
sweet
she knew
baby.
exactly what. That's what I think. Hmm.
Okay. Deep and dangerous. I'd like to see you smack her though. I'd like to see you do it. Maybe then we have a television show we're talking about. Sweet
Sheesh.
Tea is speaking with Toy on the other end of the yacht, and she explains that she doesn't tear other women down, and that they thought it was fun and games when it was her business, and Jackie definitely participated. That hurt her to her core. Toya wants to know why Sweet Tea wants an apology. Excuse me, why would Sweet Tea, I'm sorry, not want an apology, but offer an apology when she does? Sweet Tea says that she was provoked, and Toya doesn't understand why Jackie doesn't understand that if you say, give it to me, baby, give me all you got, and then somebody says FUB, why she doesn't understand that that's the rules of the road. If you ask for it, you might just get it and don't cry about it when you get it. And hot dog on it, if Toya ain't right, a broken clock is right once or twice a day. I forgot the saying, but if it's a broken clock to be right, it would have been
Oh my
Toya because she's
gosh.
absolutely right.
Shout out to
Dream.
Jamie.
Who? You
Jamie, he
said,
says that a lot.
I wonder. Well, if that ain't the broken clock, calling the broken clock. Anywho, uh, okay, because yeah, could you read Elf Vision's comment and then go ahead and give us what you think as well, Dream.
Yeah, of course. Elvision said, I find it interesting that Jackie can feel it's okay not to apologize slash accept an apology, but gets and Beyonce internet crying and reading her pre-written apology and wanting people to accept it.
And I'm
Oh,
not
but
a
gets
woman,
on
but I didn't
Beyonce's
accept it.
internet. Sorry. I was like,
I'm
what?
sorry. You said what?
She got on Beyonce's internet crying and reading her pre-Grammy apology and wanting people to accept it. That's true.
She did. And I'm not a woman, but I did not forgive her. I don't forgive you, Jackie, for the mean and heinous things that you said.
I'm here for Toya playing producer though, because I don't feel like I like that Toya kind of is letting Sweet Tea know what's right, honestly. And what's right is she shouldn't have apologized. There's no reason that she should have apologized. She looks weak since she apologized, even though it was genuine. It seemed genuine from her end because she doesn't want there to be drama. She wants there to be peace. But I just feel like when you're playing with certain types of people, you got to play a certain way. She shouldn't have apologized.
I would have never apologized to that old cantankerous ass bitch.
Everything but the B word.
Sorry. Speaking of old cantankerous ABs, could you read to me Sammy's comment? Hey, our world.
Yeah, why Toya don't understand that when she be bothering Quad then, huh, Chase?
Why don't Quad understand that what should be bothering Toya? Like, huh, Sammy? But I'll address you when you actually on camera. Ooh. All right. With that being said, Sweet Tea does go and speak with Dr. G. Yeah. Girl, yes, girl, I'll fight her. Ooh, anyway. Sweet Tea speaks with Dr. Jackie and expresses her hurt behind her outburst. Jackie admits that they made fun of Sweet Tea when she was at her lowest, and it wasn't fair. Jackie accepts her apology and releases her from the craziness. Now, is it me, or did Jackie still not damn apologize?
She did.
Come to you with the BS.
Nah, not at all.
You can't release, you, baby. I released you when I said FUB. You were released at that. I released it.
What got me?
Sweet Tea got played again. Dream, tell the people what you're thinking about it.
Exactly. What got me was Dr. Jackie saying, we did this, we did that, we. We're not talking about we, Jackie. We're talking about you. Say I. I did this. I did that. Once again, her saying we is her not taking accountability for her own actions per usual. She didn't apologize. She said that she wants to release her of whatever. She said she'll let it go. She accepts her apology. Where did Jackie apologize? Sweet Tea is crazy.
She's
And
not,
why was Sweet Tea sitting that close to Dr. Jackie? I felt uncomfortable. I
she's
felt so
not,
uncomfortable. I felt like you could.
because you back up. And you know, Sweet Tea got a big old face, too, you know? But you please back the hell up. She's not the brightest light bulb in the room. As a matter of fact, I don't even think she knows the temperature of the room. Like, she doesn't know the temperature of the room. You know, like, I hate to say it, but she's kind of a limp noodle. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like,
Right.
oh boy. Anyway, it worked for her, so I guess we'll have to accept it. Um,
I like Sweet Tea though. She's growing
I
on
like
me. I
Sweet
can't
Tea
even
as
lie.
well.
I like her. But I just want her to I need her to be more I need her to boss up against these ladies.
The lights are on, but nobody's home. Oh yeah, Phaedra single ass is on a trip too. Hey Phaedra, good to see you. No man and no storyline, fixing a plate. While the other ladies serve their husbands. Now Heavenly feels a lot of women forget to be wives, and amongst other things, she knows that she be making love to her man, and that's what she do as a woman. She's a wife, and she'll do whatever she has to do to prove to all of us that their marriage is perfect. Are we believing it?
No, never. Now Sammy, she has a light bulb. It's dim, but it's there.
That's all right. You know what? She don't need a light bulb. She used the glare shining from Miss Quad's big ass forehead. How about that?
No, Miss Quad, Miss Quad.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Miss Quad will be back next week, and I'm sure that means that the viewers will come back.
We need Quad. Bring her back. Ain't
To
that
do
what Heavenly
what?
said?
To
We
do
need
what,
her. Bring
Dream?
her
To
back.
do what?
Entertain. She's an entertainer. Regardless of anything, she's an entertainer. These ladies are lackluster.
Okay, she is one of the stars of the show. You know, I'm not. I keep it real. I'm gonna say what I got to say, but I will never take away your accolades. What? How did he say it? I never take away Claudia your accolades. So I won't take away her accolades, but I just don't see how she would have saved this season. I got to be honest. Um, and that's not me coming for her. I just don't think that it would have been salvageable. Like, what would she have shown us this season? Honestly.
I don't know. I think it would have been cool if, like, who's to say her and Sweet Tea became friends and, like, it just, I don't know. There's so much potential within this season that could have happened, but I know it's their reality. And once again, it's lackluster. It's boring, like, for some people. So we need the entertainment back. We do need Quad.
Okay.
We need somebody.
Okay.
It
No,
can't
I'm
just
not,
be
I'm just
Heavenly.
asking. Like I said, I wasn't coming for her. I'm asking, what do you think she would bring? Because
I'm
I get
joking.
a moderator to moderate the comments because I think Sean is in there just tearing the comments up, child. Um, Eugene wants a kiss from Toya, and Toya says that she's going to kiss him in private on his privates. And Heavenly does not want to hear about Eugene's small penis. Like, why? Like, see what I'm saying? Like, is that like where do you land on that? Like, I mean, is she warranted? Like, I don't know. I'm really just sick of it. I'll be honest with you. They don't talk about her. They don't talk about her.
I, I kind of do feel like just specifically about this comment, Heavenly's warranted just because we've we the audience have heard Toya make a lot of comments that are negative about her sex life or his manhood, private
Mhm.
areas, and it just hearing her even make a comment to make you even go down that avenue, you're automatically gonna think of the pinky, you're gonna think of just like negative things like, girl, we don't need to, don't bring us back down that road, like just stop. You could have just
Okay.
left it at you'll give him a kiss. Could have left it at that.
All right. So it's just us here talking, just two girls in the group chat talking right now. And
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna have a little round of the lean after dark. I saw a question. I asked you. You don't have to answer it in the group chat. Y'all answer it or y'all require, but she does not have to answer it. It says, "Have you ever had good small Peter Weeder?" Do you care to answer? I can answer.
I haven't. For me.
um, I don't really like pain too much, and they tend to hurt. So
Yeah, so that everyone's different. For me though, no.
the comments, I cannot take the comments
It
right
wouldn't
now.
work for me.
I mean, I have maybe once. I don't know. I don't know. I just think I liked them. I think it was just being with that person, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, it depends. Hmm.
Okay. All right, y'all. After dark.
I'm a little thick, so some things just won't
Yeah.
work.
Sammy said yes, he has enjoyed a little one. It's not about the size of the boat. It's the motion in the ocean. Sean say, no, how can you? Artwell says, no. And I read it in Beyonce's voice. No. Grind. You know I grind. Yeah, you know. Yes. You know I can crunk. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish the rest of this episode out. Toya says that she's learning about her mouth being clean from Alicia, and Kima says that Alicia, excuse me, let me read that over again. I'm sorry, you guys. Toya says that she's learning about her mouth being clean from Alicia and Kima. Alicia says that she's satisfied with her husband's penis, and Toya says, well, she needs to be because that's all she's getting anyway. Oh, my zing. And then Heavenly asks if she does him, and she says he doesn't want it. And Heavenly says, yes, he do. And I ain't gonna lie. I be on heavily behind so bad, but if that wasn't me coming through heavily right there, girl, yes he do. He do want it. He want it. He want it. So Toya has automatically left to the deuce, but that must mean that Alicia's not good at it. And Alicia takes umbrage to that. Phaedra says, listen, everybody should just go ahead and get a toy, right? And be done with it. She is happy by herself without a man and her toys. Heavenly says that she'll put it in her ear if Daddy asks her to. I don't believe you. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I just think it's too much talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't believe it. I don't believe. Well, maybe he do not. Maybe he do be knocking her head through the pillow. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she's a Scorpio. What they say about Scorpios. So
Yeah.
maybe I don't know. It's just something about her I can't take it serious. But do I believe that if left up to his own devices, would Daddy knock your ass through the pillow? Absolutely. He will knock you through the box spring. You be in somebody else's apartment building, child. What are you doing over here? Getting worked on by Daddy girl. I'm not going back to my side of the house. Okay, I'm sorry. Who is it? Oh, I thought Toya said yes, he did. Okay. So while we're still in that scene, Toya wants to know if Kima will let her go down since she's well trained. Alicia says that she knows that he's joking, and she, in fact, is well trained because she's a phenomenal mother, a phenomenal wife, and a phenomenal daughter. So she indeed is well trained. Kima explains the well trained comment, saying that basically it's repetition until she automatically does it and it's second nature. Um, Toya is still asking Alicia about this whole well trained comment, and Alicia fires back and says, Eugene needs to train your ass. That's who needs to be trained. And I was like, oh, okay, girl. But then she goes even further. She says Eugene can't control Toya, and Simone feels that's a loaded statement, but Alicia says that he should definitely be able to temper her. Eugene, in his confessional, says that he does not want to control Toya at all. Alicia thinks that Toya needs a shock collar. So shut every time she shock, just shock her ass. And I'm telling you, I can't help it. Now that made me laugh because she was laughing like at her own joke, and she was laughing so hard at it that it made me laugh, regardless of whether or not I actually thought the joke was funny or not. Her laughing so hard at herself, that always cracks me up. When people be laughing at their own jokes, makes me laugh. Because, girl, what is going on?
Right?
But I lived, and I think that Alicia for the last couple of episodes has been low key getting their asses together, but she had enough of it, and the gloves are off. And I knew Dr. Alicia had it in her. I knew it. I knew you had it in you. I knew you had a little baby in you, because boy, oh boy, did she sock it to Toya's ass, and Toya went right back to eating her beef Wellington. What did you think about this whole well trained thing? Where are you landing on this?
So Kima's well trained comment, when he said it, I do feel like he was joking. And I feel like he specifically like called the dude like who did he say? I think he said Eugene. Look, like she's like I think he was joking about it. I don't feel like it was meant to be taken seriously. But I do know that Toya was picking at Alicia because she didn't do it once, she didn't do it twice. She switched topics, kept picking at her. My only thought was I remember Dr. Simone in earlier seasons say that she didn't like going down and she didn't like for Cecil to go down. And she says, like, I see a whole bunch of vaginas. Can we say that?
Mm-hmm. I
It's
think
a
so, yeah.
proper term. I don't know if you can say that, but either
You
way,
can say that.
she's like, I see that all the time, and I don't want it in my mouth, like the mouth, and then you tip, and then and I remember Simone saying like she wasn't really down for oral, so I don't understand why Toya was going so hard for Alicia in this. That was just mean because I'm like, there are women out there. Well, I'm sure there are men. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a man, but there are women out there that don't like going down or getting go or someone going down on them. So, I mean, I get that for some people to each his own, but for Toya to keep pushing, it's like, girl, you're lucky Alicia didn't clap back with. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm pleased in the bed. I'm pleased in the bedroom with my man. Are you? because we know you're not. Like, come on now, look who you're talking to. That's what I'm saying. Toya should just leave the sex conversations out of it when it comes to other people, because we already know she's disappointed that Eugene's manhood isn't going to get bigger as they get older, as she said. So it's like, girl, leave this out of it. Like, don't worry about if she's getting pleased or not pleased. Let's worry about you and make sure you fix y'all situation. So I
Child,
was here for Alicia, but I also want to say one more thing. I do agree to the sentiment that within a relationship, y'all should have influence over each other. Not control, because people are free to do whatever they want to do. But I do feel like if I looked at my man a certain way, like a certain way, that he should be able to read my mind and understand, like, okay, something's up or something, something. Like, and I feel like vice versa. So I do feel like I understand the sentiment that Alicia was saying about Eugene and Toya, because we used to say the same thing about Heavenly and Daddy. Like, why hasn't he wrote her back in? Like, he doesn't say anything. He just lets her like go off on people, go crazy. He doesn't even try. Like, so I kind of understand the sentiment that Alicia was saying. Like, your partner should have some, like, you should respect your partner enough to trust that their judgment in this time might be beneficial. Does that make sense? But not control.
mhm.
Like, at the end of the day, you can do what you want to do. Your partner's gonna have to just like whatever. But you should, like, there should be some type of something. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. I understood exactly what she was saying. I think that they were just trying to make a mountain out of a molehill and get a story going, and she read it as for what it was. What it was. Now, even though it is a joke, Kema is very misogynistic. He is
Mm-hmm.
very I don't even want to say old school traditional values. I just think it's a bunch of bullshit, and I just got to be honest with you. But if Alicia is okay with it, who are me to judge? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, to each his own. You know, I don't understand why Heavenly, you call him daddy and he calls you buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that. I don't understand, Toya, why you throw biscuits at your husband. I don't understand why you almost divorced your husband on a reunion, Simone. I don't understand why you let your husband go to DR and you threw a fit about coming to South Carolina and he be cheating on you left and right, allegedly. Maybe still, we don't know if it's true or not, but you didn't divorce his ass when he did it the first time. And I don't believe that was the first time he had been doing it. I think you had been new, but I don't judge you.
And we don't judge Dr. Simone for yelling at Cecil all crazy in that parking lot the way that she did. So embarrassing on national
Say so!
TV.
Say so!
Mm.
So
But
leave
hey,
her alone.
to each his own, you know?
Yeah, that's all. Now, we speaking solely on Kima, read him. But as
Right.
far as the institution of their marriage, and you know, at first I thought that she was a little delulu because she was like, these girls are just jealous that I have a strong marriage. I don't know if they're jealous that you have a strong marriage. It does challenge everything that this group has stood for, which is strong, independent women being married to strong-willed men who support their wives' independence. So this does directly challenge everything that the group has been founded upon these last 10 years. But you know, again, how far can you go if that is what she wants? She don't want to leave, or does she? And we're going to get right into it. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. Keep commenting. Thank you for dropping in with us. Thank you for bearing with us and having a cute little convo at the beginning. With that being said, the group has a slumber party, and Jackie says it's so middle school to be sleeping in. I'm sorry.
Can I say anything?
Oh, I thought you heard, I heard you say something.
I was reading the
Um,
comment. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you good. Jackie says it's giving middle school, and that Sweet Tea should be right at home. So you keep throwing that shade. That when she beat your ass at the reunion,
She won't. She has sweet
she need
teas. She'll
to.
be good.
She best to. In the words of Mama Lucy, you best to. Um, So they hold a Q&A and there are various questions asked. I'm not going to get into the ones that we don't care about because what we really care about is yet again Alicia and Kima. Alicia's envelope says that she feels her and her husband would be further along if they worked together. She believes they could have had a lot more units and properties under their belts, but Kima invested in the stocks and crypto and she wanted to cash out while the getting was good. and he did not want to listen to her, and it caused them to lose a lot of money. Kima says that he is the financial person in the marriage, and Alicia will spend money and not have an account for where $150,000 went. If he doesn't control the money, they'd be poor. Kima feels she has to be accountable for her spending, and she agrees that it is indeed his strong suit. They bicker back and forth in their interview about it. And before we go, there was another topic about sex, and we learned that Sweet Tea has a pressure cooker for a vagina, and I'm like, what are you
The
pressure?
cuckoo.
Is it like oxtails? Like I'm confused. Like who wants to stick their?
Listen.
I don't understand. Anyway, before we do, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the phone lines. Give me 1 second before we get into this last topic. We're gonna open up the phones. I yeah, we're gonna open up the phones. Give me 1 second. While we do that, I did just want to say that there is definitely an accounting for where those $150,000 are, and that is in her bank account because she's about to leave your ass. And if I wasn't convinced, I'm convinced now because she was looking like, oh shit. Kima might have a doctorate, but baby, the lights are on, and yet again, nobody's home. What do you think is happening with these coins, Dream? Where's the coins at? And what do
I'm
you
not
think
gonna lie.
overall about their marriage?
I genuinely thought he better check them walls. That money is hidden somewhere in cash. He's either planning on leaving, putting some money. It needs to be cash, y'all. It needs to be cash. But she's either planning on leaving or she put it into an investment property. That's what I think because she said that she wanted uh to put some money into real estate in some form. So 150K, I do maybe she used that to go ahead and invest in her stuff since he lost a large profit um of their monies. So I did catch when he said he be in a broke house if he didn't control the finances and they panned over to Toya and Eugene. I caught that. And Toya shook her head, yeah, like okay, I understand because if it's true and if she didn't save the stash the money, if she didn't invest it somewhere and she just spent it and she doesn't know like she has been spending X amount of money or whatever, then okay, I can understand him kind of being the dominant, the primary person over the finances. However, she's a doctor herself. She's bringing in her own income. So if
Mhm.
she's spending her own money, if it's 150K of her own money, in my opinion, that it should be his business. But at the end of the day, he has no control over it, so he couldn't be that upset. But she did say that it was his strong suit, so I can only take her word for it, I guess. Who knows what she's trying to tell or not. I did notice him in his confessional kind of try to make her be quiet, and she kept speaking. So it makes me think that he doesn't just run over her and just take full on control. I do feel like she sticks up for herself, but maybe I don't know. I don't know. As far as two more things,
Mhm.
I don't like that. What's his name? Mo. I don't like that he said
Curtis.
that their issue is social media because if you're in the DR, what is having time like? No, no, sir. You have no room to complain about anything. That's just my personal opinion. He could have put Jackie cusses me out all the time, and I still would have said, "Sir, you have no room to complain about anything." Because all the stuff that we've seen him put her through, it's been so much more negative things that we've seen from him than positive. Than positive. The only time
Yeah.
we've seen anything positive come from him was whenever he was trying to buy her all these makeup gifts, all these bags and roses
And
or
where did he
whatever.
get that money from? But that's neither here nor there.
Right. He must have been doing that to the other girl because what? But anyways, I'm just like, there's no way that you should even don't talk. Just I would have put nothing. She's perfect because there's no room for you to complain about anything. Sweetie should have never called her her women's area the hot box. I feel like that's an insult.
It's a crock
Like,
pot.
huh?
It's a crock pot.
No, Dr. G calls it the cooker.
That's gross.
Hot box is an insult to me. I don't know why she called herself she said herself that she has a hot box, but hey, I got like it just made it like you know how some people feel when they hear the word moist. That's how I
Oh,
feel when I hear
like
that word hot
don't
box.
say
It's
that
like
again,
ew,
please.
like sweaty, gushy. Ew, yes, ew.
It's the lean after dark, huh? I think you're the first person to ever say the gushy on the lean.
Gushy.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay, anyway, I don't want to talk about it. With that being said, I do find it interesting that he also mentioned that their lack of sex was something that he wanted to improve upon. But how can I mean, you can't go to the DR every other week and be allegedly doing that stuff that they do over there, and then come back and thank you for the get it pop out popping with me. I'm definitely gonna scroll Twitter and get my Twitter porn on because you got another thing coming. If you finna stick it in my slow cooker, you got another thing coming, baby. Only thing going in my slow cooker is a roast, okay? Molly, I don't like him.
I feel like too. He's not even. He has to also understand that he cheated on her. No, like I don't think that. I think that if anything, that's gonna make her more standoffish when it comes to her sexual life, considering like the role that she plays as her career, what she sees women go through. She got cheated on with a random woman. Who knows what? Like, not saying anything against that lady, because but I'm just saying, no telling what he's been doing. So yeah, I'd be hesitant too. Back up. She probably noticed the mole.
Is I got a good question before we take it on out of here for the evening. Is Curtis Dr. Jackie's karma?
Dr. Jackie's what?
Huh?
Dr. Jackie's what?
Is Curtis Dr. Jackie's karma?
I don't want to say that. That's horrible. Ooh. I don't think Jackie ever did anything that bad to deserve him.
Exist? No, let me stop. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Mm-mm.
I don't. I
He
would never
segregated
speak on
so
what
much.
someone's
It's
karma
just he
is.
disgusts me.
I would never speak on what someone's karma is, but I do find the contrast in her life, just as being a top tier professional, how she operates in friendship, how she operates in everything else, and then her husband being the biggest sack of shit walking on Bravo on this show, one of the biggest sacks. I mean, really,
Yeah, when you really think about it, like, yeah, he didn't want to get the condo she wanted. He didn't want to adopt a baby. She said, okay, well, let me get this condo. He said, no. It's like, dang, where can she win?
And I want to clarify the reason why I asked. I didn't say he was, I asked. The reason why I asked that question is because over the last few weeks and months, and honestly seasons, people have called out Jackie for her nefarious behavior in certain situations, having people do her dirty work, um, so when you're putting out all of those things into the atmosphere, but you're presenting yourself to be perfect Patty, and if you have a husband who is getting your ass together and turning you every which way but loose, it does beg to ask the question, is this where she gets her comeuppance from because she plays it so clean in the streets and so perfect Patty that she can't really necessarily be clocked for what she does up until most recently when not doctor, because we all know she ain't no doctor, but when Sweet Tea said, F you, B. So that's why I asked the question: do we think that is her punishment, being married to this man? Because obviously, I don't understand. I just going to be honest with you. Not even from a physical standpoint, I don't see the attraction. Like I don't see emotionally what he does for her. You know,
Jackie looks like the type of woman that likes, how we talk about, I guess, traditional gender roles and tr- and and whatnot. I feel like Jackie wants like someone dominant, someone to make her feel like a girl per se. Not saying, let me pick my words wisely. Not saying that she's not a woman. She's a woman. She's a girl.
no,
Yes,
but
we
makes her
understand that, but
feel, yeah,
make her
that.
feel feminine. Like make her feel like you know what I mean, in her, I don't know how to explain it, her girly era. I feel like when he talks to her, he's very firm with what he's saying. She doesn't run it. She doesn't run their situation, in my opinion. He runs that household, even though she may be the breadwinner. So I feel like she likes that. She wants someone to tell her what's what. That's what I think.
All right, so before we go, Art World is talking about she's talking about Curtis's. Are you talking about his knees, his mole? With that being said, we have 3 more episodes left for the rest of the season. The finale is next week, and then I guess they're only getting a 2-part reunion. So normally that means that we get a full house. So hopefully you'll be seeing all of us here. Thank you guys for tuning in. What did you rate this episode before we go?
Episode was a 6 because of
Okay.
Alicia.
I give it 2 yawns and a child, please. And would that be and a snap 3 snaps up. No, it was okay. I do like Dr. Alicia. I am interested in seeing her grow in the role. And if we do not get rid of some of the couples that have been there forever, we could definitely go ahead and give her Phaedra spot at least next season. And that'd be nice. I don't think Phaedra needs to come back. But with that being said, I want to thank everybody for supporting the lean. Again, the retreat is this weekend. Again, you will not be getting the location. So give it up, Sean. And again, thank you for leaning in with us. Make sure to tune in with us tomorrow for Beverly Hills. And then stay tuned on all of the leans social media, as well as our hosts' social media, just for fun and interesting developments throughout the week, as you will see. With that being said, I want to just go ahead and bid everyone adieu and good night. Thanks for tuning in and see you soon.